Welcome back to the Fallout New Vegas Perfect playthrough, and at the end of last episode we lied because I rechecked the specific order of quests for the NCR, and they want you to do the boomers first. And Mr. House will also want us to do the boomers, so I want to consolidate all that dialogue into a single episode instead of spreading it apart. So instead, we're going to be finishing up the rest of Vegas quests this episode. Going doing talent pool. Going doing classic inspiration. And then we'll see how much time we have left to see if we can go explore West Side, because we can follow up on the Whitewash and follow up on the Coyotes quests. So, first thing we're gonna do is head to the old Atomic Wrangler, and this will be our last visit there.
Hey there.
And Dr. Hadrian.
Whoa, baby. Am I looking at a mirror? Or are you just that ugly?
Watch your mouth, ghoul. I might just rip your jaw off.
Whoa, Nelly. There's insult comedy, and then there's psycho comedy. I guess you aren't the heckler Garrett hired to spice up my show. What do you want?
So who are you exactly?
Either you need to get your eyes checked, or that famous fleeting thing is true. And since I happen to be world famous, you must be going blind. Name's Hadrian. Bet you never saw a ghoul in a suit before, huh? Of course, you don't exactly strike me as the worldly type.
You like an actor or something?
Eesh, is my act that bad? Or are you just that dumb? Yeah, that's right. Got me a nice juicy contract with the management.
Sure. Bet you're raking in the cash in this dump.
Okay, I admit it. I ain't exactly rowing in caps here. But what do you want? I'm under contract. I can't get out.
Well, Tommy Torini's hiring at the tops. I don't get your jokes, but maybe you can make money.
Too bad I got this ironclad contract with the Garretts. They'll never let me out of it.
I could talk to Garrett and try to convince him to let you go.
Huh. Good luck. Garrett's a tough, mean son of a bitch. He's not likely to give up. Let me know if you make any headway.
Alright.
Yeah, go on. Scram.
And we can talk to him right here.
I hear Benny got force-fed a little slice of heaven. Man, what I would have paid to see that loathsome little weasel eat it.
And let's see. I'd like to get Hadrian out of his contract.
Now, why would I want to do that? His performances make me quite a lot of money.
He's actually not the right fit for this place. You'll find better performers.
I suppose you've got a point. Plenty of Brahmin on the prairie and all that. Fine, I'll cut him loose. He's all yours. Till next time.
Alright, see ya.
You
Thank
must
you.
have some real fool in the house.
Any luck with Garrett yet?
And he's agreed to let you out of the contract. You can go work at the tops.
Really? You mean I'm finally out of this shithole? That's great. Thank you.
There you go, got another one. And since this is the last time we're going to the Atomic Wrangler, we got to sample the
Hey.
merchandise.
How are you today? Santiago is fabulous.
I'd like to hire you for a bit.
Santiago is here to please, my prairie flower. Just a few caps, and I'm yours.
Here you go.
I'll meet you upstairs in a moment, darling.
Well, that's not all.
Howdy.
I'm in the market for something a little unusual.
I'm available, sweetie. But you'll have to do as I say.
Sounds good to me.
Meet me upstairs. I'll try to leave you in one piece.
And yeah, Beatrix doesn't really follow you. I think she's like bugged, but we hired her. We already had sex with
Have you
Fisto.
seen the new Secure-Tron upgrade?
The long-time viewers of the Perfect Playthrough will fondly remember our sexual dalliance with Fisto. And also, this is of course our room because we completed Debt Collector. See, it's my bed. I don't know why the books are marked as own, but it's my bed. And there you go. I guess that counts. Oh no, we gotta talk to him. I guess that one had some funny dialogue to it.
What's up, Rex?
Oh, he knows Rex. That's
How are
funny.
you today?
Alright. Well, there you go. Sounds good. Had sex with Santiago. And I guess Beatrice joined in and then left early. Beatrice or Beatrix? Beatrix. So there you go. That's the Atomic Wrangler down. We actually could possibly go back there in the future to improve our reputation. And it's a little bit tougher to tell when we have successfully taken the picture, as we no longer gain XP. We're at max level, or at least our max level. But we'll suffer through it. For some reason, I'm double clicking right now. But yeah, classic inspiration. Not that bad. I wish there was some way to have the photos. I mean, they give you a camera. But I guess you could just screenshot. So that ain't a big deal. And there you go. There's classic inspiration. Fairly quick quest, especially if like me, you enjoy exploring. Quick little fast travel everywhere. Though if you don't prefer to explore, it gets you out there, you know. So I like it as a quest. New Vegas wants to make sure that you see its content, and I think it does it in a very clever way. And here we go. This guy's got some good lines.
Oh, please don't kill me. I swear I'll have... Wait, you don't work for Mr. Bishop, do you?
No, I don't. What makes you think that?
Sorry, it's just you look like his type, you know? You got that hard-ass wasteland explorer thing going on.
Hey, aren't you that singer from New Reno? I think I saw you play the clubs there.
Oh, so you have heard of me. Yeah, that's right. I was the big draw at the Shark Club. People used to pay hundreds of caps to see me.
Why'd you come all the way out here from New Reno?
You don't know Mr. Bishop. He's not like other bosses up there. He knows the wasteland like the back of his hand, and he likes to wander it. I knew if I didn't get way the hell away from New Reno, he'd run me down like a dog.
Why would this Mr. Bishop be after you?
Oh, well, that's all just a big misunderstanding, see? Mr. Bishop, well, he owed me a lot of money, and, you know, he's a busy guy, so I sort of figured I'd just take it off his hands.
You robbed a casino boss?
Robbed is such an ugly word. It's more like I took care of a payroll problem for him. Also, I might have, sort of plowed his daughter. Look,
Wow, my hat is off to you. That takes some balls.
thanks. But if Bishop finds me and I don't have his money, my balls are going to be on his trophy wall.
Well, if you're looking for work, Tommy Torini is hiring singers of the Tops.
Really? The Tops, huh? Well, it's no shark club, but I hear security on the strip is real tight. Even Mr. Bishop wouldn't hit a joint like that. I'll check it out. Thanks. Yeah.
Now, the interesting thing about Mr. Bishop is he's implied to be your son, and by you, I of course mean the protagonist of Fallout 2, because he likes to wander the wasteland, and not Cazador Nest. He likes to wander the wasteland, and you sleep with one of the bosses of New Reno's wife at some point. And I hope my companions come back real soon. I don't know what the hell that was all about, because I needed my barter gear. Well, I guess I'll just grab it from Rex here now. Oh, I can wear Benny's suit now for barter. I don't need the roving trader outfit anymore. Alright, now you guys are free to sprint off, but I guess I'm not. But yeah, you sleep with one of the casino bosses' wives in New Reno. It's implied you got her pregnant, and now this is implying that your son is the new boss. And he likes to wander the wasteland, you know, not like the other bosses. So that's a little tidbit. From classic Fallout. And then this guy is another interesting reference to, of course, Fallout's very famous mysterious stranger. And we perfectly have enough barter to hit the only barter check I care about.
Howdy there, partner.
And that's a mighty fine guitar you got there.
Oh, this old thing? Why, thanks, friend. This here guitar is just about the only thing my daddy left me.
Have you been playing long?
Just about my whole life. Ever since my daddy left Ma and me and went off to roam the wastes.
Ah, well, what's your story then, stranger?
My story's a long one, friend, and I can't say as it's all that interesting.
Nevertheless, I'm interested.
Well, I was born in a little town out Montana way. Me and Ma didn't have much, ever since my pa up and left.
Your father abandoned you?
That he did. Never did know why. Ma always said he was a real mysterious fella, even when he was with her. Like he was a stranger sometimes.
Huh, a mysterious stranger. Sounds like you miss him. Is that why you're out here wandering?
Maybe. Maybe I just never felt like I belonged back home.
Must have been hard growing up without a father.
It sure wasn't easy. Ma worked her fingers to the bone to make sure we had enough to survive. And I worked the coal mines from when I was 15. After Ma died, I guess I wanted to find my pa and get some answers from him. Been out here looking ever since. But he ain't an easy man to find.
And what will you do when you find him?
Can't say as I really know. Maybe I'll just ask him why. Maybe I'll punch him right in the mouth. Hell, the more I talk about it, the more the whole damn thing sounds like a dumb idea.
Sounds like you should move on. Settle down, maybe.
Maybe I should. Don't suppose you know any place a fella with a guitar might find a job, huh?
Well, Tommy Torini at the Tops is looking for musical acts, if you're interested.
Maybe it's time to give these tired old bones a rest. All right, show me what you've got.
Hey, I'm given a real opportunity here. How about some compensation?
I suppose it's only right you get a little something for your troubles. Here, my daddy left me this gun. Guess I don't need it no more.
And you, of course, get the mysterious Magnum, which everybody loves, because you pull it out and... it plays the mysterious stranger theme, confirming your suspicions about him. Also, if you have the Lady Killer perk, I believe, you can have a funny bit of dialogue. You go like, huh, how old are you again? Implying that you have impregnated many women and left behind sons who... many sons throughout the wasteland. And now, something else you gotta notice. Look, all the billboard is full up with, you know, the people. 1 p.m., 4 p.m., 6 p.m., 8 p.m. and 10 p.m. What time is it now? Because we're going to be taking a little look at those acts, because they do perform. And this is the perfect playthrough. It goes over everything. So, logically, we will watch them. And you know what? They're pretty interesting acts. The songs that are sung were written by Josh Sawyer. In an interview, he said it was late in development, and we realized we needed some songs, and so I had to write them myself because they couldn't afford anything.
Aha! The brave photographer returns. Good to see you.
And I have some fresh pictures for you.
Oh, that's wonderful. Just what I need. Thank you, brave one. Here's some compensation for your work.
And I took all the pictures you wanted. There's something about a reward.
You have earned it, my friend. Now I can finally unveil my masterpieces to the world, all thanks to you. Come visit me again sometime.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to visit you again. There you go. Classic inspiration. Knocked out. That will strip fame. Possibly. I might have missed it. I like seeing all the drunk people staggering around. I'm always on the lookout for those little events on the strip. We shouldn't be wearing Benny's suit here. It's disrespectful. All right, let's talk to Tommy.
Hey, welcome to the finest entertainment experience in New
We've already
Vegas.
met, though
My
I
name is
guess
Tommy
I wouldn't
Torrini,
be that memorable.
And how can I make your day?
Let's talk about the axe I recruited.
Cowboy act. Yeah. He dropped on in here not too long before you. He's got chops, baby, real chops. And I ain't just talking about that mustache. And like we agreed, here's your fee. 3% of the cut comes to 100 caps. Don't spend them all in one place now. Unless it's right here.
And let's talk some more.
You talking about Mr. Isaac? Damn, baby, when you bring them in, you bring them in. That cat's gonna bring me money like you wouldn't believe. Here's your 3%, baby. You enjoy that.
And let's talk even more.
That comedian, you mean? Yeah, he was a hell of a haggler. Cost me a pretty cap. Hope he's worth it. Here's your 3%.
That voice line is obviously because we passed the barter check with Billy Knight. And once more, let's talk about the axe I recruited.
That ugly mug with the razor tongue? Dig it, baby. He'll be one hell of a novelty act. Just like Tommy promised. Here's your 3%.
Sounds great.
You know it, baby.
See ya. And now we're idolized on the strip, which is wonderful.
I thought Penny was a stand-up
Also in
guy.
here,
Hard to believe
there's a little, there's a barman,
Get your
bartender.
drink? Get your drink?
Sure. And he just says all the same crap as the downstairs bartender. And now we remember what time all the acts are on. So hopefully they get up there. Yep, here we go. I said it out loud as a memory trick. 1, 4, 6, 8, 10.
It's great to be up here, looking down at all your smiling faces. That won't last long. This guy right here, he's got an angel looking over his shoulder. If I were him, I'd get a restraining order.
You gonna talk?
Well, if it is...
Did you know the strip's all stirred up lately?
Hadrian, you're blowing it. I can't believe you're blowing it, Hadrian. Well, there you go. That was Hadrian's one joke. Why are you hurt, Rex? Well, there you go. That was Hadrian. Terrible job. Now it's 4. Let's see who's up at 4.
It's great to be here at the Tops, folks. The room I'm in has a lovely little closet. A nail. Oh. I've been in love with the same woman for 17 years. If my wife ever finds out, she'll kill me. No! My hotel room is so small. When I put the key in the lock, I broke the window. My wife and I know the secret to a happy marriage. 2 times a week, we go to a nice restaurant. She goes Mondays, I go Fridays. I've been married for 17 years. Where did I go wrong? Oh! I try to be frank and earnest with women. In New Reno, I'm frank, and in the Boneyard, I'm earnest. Oh, no! I told my wife, she's good looking for a ghoul. It's just too bad she's not a ghoul. Ay, ay, ay. They really care about your privacy here at the Tops. Even room service has an enlisted number. What? I love these robots with their friendly little policeman faces. Sure, they still rough you up, but they look so happy. Hey, what about that suit Benny wears? If I had a suit like that, the ladies would be all over me. What? You expect a punchline? The guy pays my salary. It's true. So I hear Mr. House runs the strip. He took it over from the last guy, Mr. Mob-infested hellhole. Did he just say that? My cousin and his wife are a fastidious couple. She's fast, and he's hideous. Ha-cha-cha. I take my wife everywhere, but somehow she keeps finding her way back. I did it! I hear James Garrett drove 5,000 head of Brahmin to New Reno. No bodies, just the heads. A ghoul goes to a doctor and says, Doctor, doctor, I have this horrible rash. The doctor says, sure, later.
I'm such a moron. I think it's so funny when he goes, ay, ay, ay.
You think this crazy scene or what?
All right, now what's up at 6? You're facing the wrong way, Tommy. This has been a mess, this show. They'll work out the kinks, though. They were just hired.
Sure, later.
A fucking perfect playthrough, man. Why would anyone cut this out of their playthrough? Tommy, you're not facing the right way. Oh, I can't even. I could go right through him. All right, what a wonderful show.
Hello.
Oh, it's you.
Evening.
Why is Rex hurt? That worries me.
Ring a ding, baby.
All right, who's up at 8? I think it's the Lonesome Drifter.
Did you know the strip's all stirred up lately?
Yes, I did know the strip's all stirred up lately. Oh, it's Bruce Isaac.
Dust whirls on the plain, making patterns as we walk down Lover's Lane.
all stirred up lately?
Yeah, it's apparently Josh Sawyer.
Is somehow preordained. I've not traveled this way before. Green clouds in the sky seem forever, but we know by and by that they faded just like caravans passing by. Love seemed like that before. Since I found you, there's no doubt left in my heart. I cleared all the raiders away. I see it clearly, so we don't need any chart. No prospectors, no mercs.
If you notice any off-key singing, I don't know if I explicitly mentioned it before, but that is Josh Sawyer singing, the creative director of Fallout New Vegas.
Our love as it takes.
That's not like a professional singer.
It just seems that with some passing luck, we might find all that we've had before, and some more. Now those green clouds and dust whirls, lights in the sky are real, because it's not been like this
Think this crazy scene or what?
before.
Yeah. And to all those who are
Nastier than ever.
not enjoying Josh Sawyer's voice, don't you worry, we got another song sung by Josh Sawyer coming up that, of course, we will have to showcase in the perfect playthrough.
Securitrons are nastier than ever.
As I was saying, the quality YouTube playthroughs. Cut this out. But the perfect playthrough listens to all the acts that we recruit to the tops. Because it would not be perfect if we did not showcase them.
Did you know the strip's all stirred up lately?
And counting down 4 minutes, the Lonesome Drifter comes on at 10 p.m. And we'll hear his beautiful song, yes. This one's worse. That's not Josh Sawyer on the guitar, by the way. That's someone else. But yeah, there you go. There's all the acts in the Aces Theater that we recruited, and you can watch them, which I guess most people wouldn't. But I am not most people. And then the one more, the finishing touch, is you got the promoter for the new acts that you got.
Hey, asshole! Everyone loves a good insult, am I right? So you'll love Hadrian live at the Aces Theater.
What sort of show are you talking about?
Hadrian, the insult comic! Did I stutter, fucktard? See, I'm using insults to promote the act. That was my idea. Fuck off, fast breath. You've already heard my spiel. You really gotta go see Hadrian.
I like the guy. The guy's like, did I stutter, fucktard? And that pretty much wraps up the non-NCR portions of the strip. So, we're idolized. Oh, I remember what else I wanted to do. Now that we're idolized by the strip, we should be able to become a member of the White Glove Society. So, I think that's something a lot of people skip out on.
Beg your pardon.
Yeah, why not? Whatever. And, heck, why didn't you leave? I thought they left. Anyway, that depends on your strip fame. And this will really wrap up the non-NCR parts of the strip.
Welcome to the Ultralux. I do hope it exceeds your every expectation.
And I want to join the White Glove Society. I was told I'd need a sponsor.
Why, yes, of course. The White Glove Society is the most exclusive club in all of New Vegas. Perhaps the entire world. It's only natural that you need a sponsor from within the club who can vouch for your good name. Originally, we didn't allow anyone else in, you see. Founding members only. We thought exclusivity would make us the envy of everyone who's anyone. And it has. But then I had the idea to allow honorary members. Lower in status, naturally. But it just makes people want to be us even more. And the right people could certainly do wonders for our image. Celebrities, philanthropists, we want only the very best. And you most certainly fit the bill. Given your deeds on the Strip alone, I can safely say that you would be a prized addition to our honorary ranks. You have my full support, and you are welcome to join us at our nightly banquets in our special section of the Gourmand. I hope to see you there.
There we go.
Ta-ta.
Member of the White Glove Society. Honorary only, but what are you gonna do? I feel like most people complete the quest and do the gambling and then head out never to come back. But once you finish all the Strip's quests and get idolized, you can become a member. Obviously, you can use it to complete the quest, but sneaking in is just so easy. And let's see. Considering we have so much time left in this episode, we'll follow up on the Whitewash and West Side and see what there is to do there. As I don't think this quest should take particularly long.
Howdy. Something I can help you with?
You work these fields?
Sure do. Came from the hub on account of the Thaler Act. Farming's decent work, but the whole thing's a bum deal.
What's the Thaler Act?
Something the politicians back in Shady Sands came up with. They pay us to move here and farm the land. They even protect the fields.
Doesn't Trent Bascombe know that Shady Sands blew up 2 years ago? I know I said I would stop pointing that out, but that's such an explicit reference. Why is this work a bum deal?
Bad soil and rationed water. It's to be expected around here. But the rationing's on. Worst part is NCR won't admit it. Pretty hard to meet their crop quotas with 20% less water than we're supposed to be getting. Not that OSI cares about any of this.
What are NCR troopers doing here?
They're part of the deal, the Thaler Act. We work the fields while they protect the crops and the water. A lot of folks come to New Vegas and lose everything in free side of the Strip. They get hungry, desperate, and try to take our hard work. Much as I sympathize, their theft would put me in a bad spot. I got a crop quota to meet.
What kind of crops do you grow?
Everything I can. Farmers out here don't have the luxury of being picky. I get by mostly on maize and tobacco.
And I'm looking for Corporal White. I was told that he'd spoken to you.
Yes. He said he was looking into the water shortage, but I haven't heard back from him. Got the feeling he wasn't here in any official way. White was talking to me about computer stuff and water delivery schedules through the pipes, but I'm just a farmer. That stuff is beyond me. The last person I saw him talking to was Lieutenant Romanowski. Romanowski's around here somewhere. Sorry I couldn't be more helpful.
Alright, thanks Trent.
Adios.
You can also pickpocket notes with information on them, but of course we're going to talk to them in the perfect playthrough.
I'm not a recruitment officer. You want to join the army? I'm sure someone at McCarran can point you in the right direction.
And what can you tell me about these fields?
Impressive, aren't they? You don't see anything like this outside of NCR territory, that's for sure. We get the water, clean water, pumped in from Lake Mead. If you follow the big pipes, they'll take you all the way to the lake.
Why are they being guarded?
A lot of the crops grown here support the various NCR camps in the region. McCarran, Goff, and Forlorn Hope, to name a few. We can't have wastelanders popping in here for a free meal, so my squad and I are assigned to keep things from going to hell.
And I'm looking for Corporal White. Trent told me you'd seen him.
Corporal White is currently solving the mystery of the great water shortage. Tried to convince me he had proof even. I didn't buy any of it. He went over to West Side to talk to Tom Anderson. Anderson's a follower of the apocalypse. Helps the people in West Side grow crops or something.
And what can you tell me about the followers of the apocalypse?
They're based out of the old fort in Freeside. They supposedly helped the NCR out at some point, but they go their own way now. They know stuff about tech and medicine and usually help out anybody who asks. Can't say I know any more than that.
And you haven't heard anything more from White?
Haven't seen him. Serves him right if the NCR declares him AWOL.
Do you have something against White?
He's a glory hound, always looking for a way to get promoted to Ranger. Thinks he's too good to be a regular trooper like the rest of us.
Alright. Well, Trent Bascombe says he's not getting his full allotment of water.
The Office of Science and Industry has carefully calculated the amount of water needed for these crops. The whole thing is handled by computer. Besides, most of these crops look fine to me. If the farmers can't handle the job, they shouldn't have signed up in the first place. If there really is a problem, they can take it up with Lieutenant Boyd at McCarran. Farming isn't my department.
Alright, see
Carry
ya.
on.
Now this quest is somewhat of a moral dilemma, where you can side with either Westside or the NCR. We're doing the NCR playthrough, so of course we're going to side with the NCR. But I actually, interestingly enough, think it's the right choice. And the reason I think it's the right choice morally
There was some kind of massacre at one of the ranges.
is because Tom Anderson has murdered Corporal White, as we will find out. And you know what? Murder is wrong. What else can I say? Murder is wrong. Now, interestingly enough, you have to... first off, we need 7 intelligence for Arcade to approve of this. And second of all, we can't kill Tom Anderson ourselves, or we'll lose Followers of the Apocalypse reputation. So we're going to have our companions do it for us. Also, interestingly, Tom Anderson has a Pip-Boy. I don't really know what the deal with that is off the top of my head, but he has a Pip-Boy. But, oh, I think that lowers our intelligence. No, that's just in Fallout 4 that lowers our intelligence. Alright, but let's talk to him. Let's confront him.
Tom Anderson, can I help you?
What do you do here?
I'm with the Followers of the Apocalypse, and I help the locals in Westside grow crops. Unlike the NCR, the Followers don't expect anything back. The soil and the hot, dry environment don't make it easy, but we get by all right. We've even got our own food store, the Westside Co-op, complete with basic refrigeration.
Tell me about the co-op.
The co-op is comprised of Westside locals and run by Clayton Antonine. They produce all of their own food and share the profits of the co-op.
That's not how you pronounce that. That's definitely Etienne. Do you have a problem with the NCR?
I don't go looking for fights with them, but they don't have the best interests of people in mind. Certainly not locals. The bottom line for NCR is productivity and growth. Politicians back in Shady Sands are completely detached from the people actually living here.
A lot of Shady Sands references this episode. And I heard Corporal White came here to investigate a water shortage.
No one by that name has come here, I'm afraid. You must have heard wrong. You can ask around if you like. They'll all tell you the same thing.
Look, it was easy to figure out that the NCR water shortage points to you. And it actually really was very easy. So save me some time, why don't you?
Fair enough. Since you seem to have pieced it together, I won't insult you by denying it any further. I killed Corporal White to protect Westside self-reliance. It was rash, and I regret it now. We don't have money to pay for the water, so I rigged a pump station to divert water to the local cisterns from time to time.
You need to answer for your crime.
I'll surrender on one condition. You protect Westside's secret. Without that water, this community won't survive long. I'll say that White and I had a falling out over a woman. A crime of passion, if you will.
No. Those sharecroppers need that water too. And I'm not gonna lie for you.
Then you leave me no choice.
And he says he's gonna attack you, and he turns red, but then he just goes right back to sleep. So, and there you go, the companions kill him.
What's wrong with you? Killing Anderson isn't going to bring Corporal White back.
You killed him, Arcade. We just saw you. I looked with my own two eyes as you shot him with that plasma defender. I punched him. That's not killing a man. That was you, Arcade. That was 100% you. But you're assuming a motive without evidence. Please be rational.
Fine. Would you mind explaining why you killed Anderson?
Because you can't let Anderson get away with murder. It tells him and everyone else that it's permissible.
There are other ways to punish people. Other ways to condemn their actions.
So there you go. Anderson's dead. Here's his confession. And we'll head back soon, but we have more business to take care of. Because in a previous episode, our longtime viewers will remember we wanted to track down some missing refugees. And we're told that they have been seen with St. James and Whiteside. So let's see if we can track them down. In Westside, sorry, not Whiteside.
Why are you talking to me, man? I'm trying to relax here. Got it?
What do you do around here?
Me and Dermot work salvage around New Vegas.
Tell me about Dermot, your partner.
What do you even mean? He's Dermot. Dermot knows how to work salvage better than any man I ever met. Doesn't go asking questions all day, neither.
Well, some people have gone missing, and they were last seen dealing with you.
I don't know a thing about no missing refugees from that Aerotech camp. Go cry to somebody else.
I never mentioned the Aerotech camp.
Yeah, well, I must have heard rumors. And, fuck you. You got nothing on me and Dermot.
Alright, well, we'll see about that. Head back into the apartments. Who's that? That's Marco's apartment. Are we heading? Yeah.
I'll do my best.
And this teddy bear is evidence. I wonder why. Oh, and here's Dermot's ledger. And it seems like he's selling teen girls to Motor Runner. And women to Motor Runner. And to Driver Defy. All fiends. And he's selling them to Cook Cook. And there you go. And it seems that St. James is doing some horrible, horrible stuff to these women. And he has a weird obsession with that teddy bear. And I don't see Dermot around, which is a little concerning.
We gotta go through this again? What's it about this time?
Look what I found in your room. And I show him the teddy bear.
What are you doing stealing my stuff? That ain't even mine. I mean, it's mine, but it's private. Give it back. Hell, don't give it back. I don't care. Just found it when we was working salvage and thought I'd save it to give to some kid if one came by.
Oh, yeah?
Gotta go through this again?
Well, I found this ledger, too.
You got his book? Dermot, this bastard got your book. He got your book.
I don't see Dermot, but I assume he's running over here. Oh, yep, there he is. Yeah, that's what that guy had deserved. And interestingly enough, this is like the only place you can get the police hat or the Robco jumpsuit, so you want to pick those up. And there you go. And before we turn in those quests, we're gonna explore and talk to everyone in Westside, and then turn in those quests. And this This episode might run a bit long, but that's okay. So first, let's go to the pawn shop, where we were here earlier for dealing with Contreras.
Here to do business?
And oh, it seems like we already talked to Miguel.
Thanks.
Okay, well, there you go. We talked to Miguel in a previous episode. The longtime viewers remember that. I don't. Judah we'll talk to much later. Yeah, I did deliver more than just mail. So let's talk to Marco.
Welcome to Casa Madrid. Cheapest, cleanest whores in all New Vegas. If you want to know the rates for Poon, talk to the whores.
Alright, I do want to know the rates for Poon. But, is this apartment building yours?
Yep, for years now. Guess I should be calling it Casa Marco or something. But I haven't changed the signs. Folks who can't pay their way onto the strip need a place to stay too. And when Pretty Sarah set her whores up here, Casa went full service.
I had questions about your tenants.
Like who?
Oh, I guess it was Dermot and St. James. So let's find out about the rates for Poon.
Welcome to the Casa Madrid. If you got an itch needs scratching, you came to the right place. Just watch how you treat the merchandise.
Who's the merchandise?
3 flavors to choose from: Sweetie, Maud, and Jimmy. Sweetie's the house favorite for reasons that should be obvious. Maud is what you might call the discount rack. She's what a customer wears if he doesn't have the caps to afford Sweetie, or just likes them old. Jimmy's more of a specialist. I only hear good things.
And what do you do around here?
I look after the only reasons anyone would want to spend any time here. I'm a pimp. All Marco does is collect rent and take a small cut of my action. He sure as hell doesn't clean the rooms.
Yeah, pimping ain't easy. You're not one of the merchandise?
Most of my body is scarred all over, like a ghoul. Nobody around who'd want to screw that. No, I just run things.
How'd you get burned so badly?
We don't talk about that. Next topic.
And, she doesn't talk about that, but it's heavily implied that it's Cook, who we took care of in a previous episode. And now let's start looking for the merchandise. They're in here somewhere. Here's Maud. Maud has funny dialogue.
Hello, stranger. You looking for a good time?
Aren't you kind of old to be doing this?
Old but spry, honey. So long as my back don't give out, I can make a living lying on it. May not be as fresh as Sweetie or Jimmy, but Pretty Sarah keeps me around for a good reason. Experience.
You work for Pretty Sarah?
That's right. Strange at first, having a woman for a pimp, but she's tough enough to handle any trouble so far.
And, tell me about Sweetie.
She's a good earner. Of course, she don't care who she sleeps with or what they do to her.
And, what do you know about Jimmy?
I suppose he's okay for one of those. I suppose Pretty Sarah's got to cover every sort of customer.
Awfully, discriminatory for a very old whore. I'd like your services.
Best prices around, so long as you don't try putting anything someplace it was never intended. How's that sound?
What the hell? Let's do it.
You won't notice anything once the lights are out, hon. The places that count are still firm enough.
Where'd you go? Arcade didn't watch that time. I figured she'd have some, like, dialogue or something.
Hey.
Yeah, here we go.
Always knew there was something wrong with Dermot and St. James.
And there you go. I guess she didn't have any funny dialogue. I thought I remembered something funny. I guess just the concept is funny.
Hello. Hey, mister, looking to relax? Looks like you carry a lot of tension in your shoulders. And upper thighs.
Been working here long?
Half a year or so. The Casa is a dump and Marco's a pig, but Pretty Sarah makes sure I don't get hassled. I don't get as many customers as Sweetie or Maud, but the customers I do get always come back.
Tell me about Pretty Sarah.
She's an honest woman. Splits the earnings fair and keeps Sweetie and Maud in line. Minds her own business, too. She knows what it's like for people to go through things they'd rather not talk about.
Oh, really? You'd rather not talk about it, but I hear you were a slave of Caesar's Legion.
Baby, who I am doesn't matter. I'll be anybody you need me to be. It's better that way, you'll see.
How much for your services?
Pittance, sugar. And I'll leave you without a care in the world.
Wow, 200 caps. Let's do it.
Oh, we will, sugar. We will.
And Arcade did not watch this time either. Good for you, Arcade.
Hey.
Piss off. Piss off. Did you know the strip's all...
Hey, baby. What say you and me get acquainted?
You work for Pretty Sarah?
I bring in the customers, and she makes sure no one gets rough. Sarah's good people. Good enough, anyway.
Tell me about yourself.
I'm called Sweetie because I'm the sweetest piece you'll ever find anywhere outside of the Strip.
Well, wouldn't you make more money working on the Strip?
I got my start at the Gomorrah. Good money, but I saw how those Omertas hook girls on free jet or MedX, then start charging. Slavery through a needle is what that is. I earn less out here, but I keep more.
And we don't really need help getting into St. James' room. How much does it cost to hire you?
It's worth every cap, baby. I'll do things to you you didn't even think was possible, and leave you feeling like everything's right in the world.
All right, here's your money.
Let me help you slip into something a little more comfortable.
Stirred up lately?
And there you go. That's a lot of sex. Arcade was peering in on this one. But there you go. That's the Casa Madrid. And there aren't too many places in West Side. There's the co-op, which I could have extorted.
Hi there. Welcome to the West Side Co-op. I'm Clayton Etienne. Let me know if you have any questions.
He spelled his name differently than in the dialogue than it says up there. And also, he pronounced it Etienne. Tell me about the co-op.
It might not look like much, but it's what keeps us West Side locals independent. We started it a few years ago. I admit we had a lot of trouble at first, but eventually we got some help from Tom Anderson with the followers. We're finally to the point where the co-op members can start making money from sales instead of just breaking even.
What's your story?
Well, I've lived in Nevada all my life. Started out in New Reno, but headed down here as soon as I got the chance. If you can believe it, things are even worse back home. The whole city's still run by crime families. Used to be the Mordinos and Wrights. Now it's the Wrights and Van Graffs. Seems like things never got better. Anyway, that's all behind me now.
Alright, and you can see what he has for sale. It's just fruit and stuff. We don't even need to steal these magazines. There you go. There's the co-op. As you can see, it's nice fields and whatnot.
Oh, hello.
Hector will tell you about Corporal White. What do you do here?
I deliver things and stuff for the people here. They gave me caps to do it.
And we'd already figured out about Corporal White, so we don't need to bother poor Hector about it.
I keep hearing about some courier making a fuss over at the Strip. Delivered more than
And here's mean son of a bitch.
Hi.
Who are you?
Myself, I be.
Nice to meet you, myself, Abish.
My pleasure is mine. Goodbye. Hi again.
What's a super mutant like you doing in a place like this?
I wash my bone with sipping. I have pogo. Feeps a rope. Goodbye.
Huh.
Hi again.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Alright, there's mean son of a bitch. And this is the liquor store. I'm trying to find the radio. But I'll just talk to Klamath Bob.
Howdy. Name's Bob, but folks around here call me Klamath Bob. What can I do you for?
I take it you're from Klamath.
Yeah, good old Klamath. Not a bad place if you like hunting, eating, and skinning geckos all day. It's a pretty dull place, but I hear there was a bit of excitement when this tribal from Arroyo came to town years back. All before my time, though.
That tribal is once again you. I have some questions about this area.
I might have some answers for you. What did you want to know?
What do you do around here?
I run the liquor store on West Side. With things this rough, some folks need a lot of booze just to step out of the door in the morning. After I close up shop, I walk around and help keep the peace. Not that I'm good with a gun, mind you, but someone's got to do it, you know?
Can you tell me about West Side?
Well, things aren't great here, but I've seen a lot worse. We've got the Fiends to the south of us, and that ain't good. The Scorpions hang out at the Monte Carlo when they aren't slinging chems or getting their heads blown off by the Fiends. Probably the best thing we've got going on is the co-op, run by Mr. Etienne. Get some help from the followers of the apocalypse, I think.
Makes me feel so bad about ruining it. Do you have a lot of run-ins with the Fiends? But you can't steal.
Not so much lately. The NCR is giving them hell anytime they poke their damn heads out. Bless those boys and gals for getting rid of that vermin. I feel pity for any man or woman that gets addicted to chems. But when they prey on decent folk, well, then it's time to put them down.
And tell me, that's obviously because we completed a 3-card bounty. Tell me about the Scorpions.
Not much to tell. Typical gang of dumb bullies and angry nobodies. They're holed up a bit south of here, in the Monte Carlo suites. They think they're tough, but anytime they tangle with the Fiends, they get torn right up.
They really only exist for the purpose of the whitewash quest. What's so great about the co-op?
Food from the people and for the people. Anyone can buy, but the profits are shared by the folks who make the produce. Locals got these little gardens that do real well. Gosh darn well, truth be told. Etienne got some help from that Anderson kid, I think. Anyway, we don't gotta rely on merchants so much. And it means the troopers can use all the food they make over on East Side. Works out nice. What?
Enough about West Side. Do you know anything about that super mutant walking around town?
Oh, yeah, that's mean son of a bitch. I know the name sounds bad, but he likes it. He's one nasty old coot. Far as I can tell, he's one of them original super mutants. What came from the boneyard. Wandered about after that master fellow died. Eventually got caught somewhere around the hub back in NCR. Boy, they sure treated him mean down there. Cut him up so bad he can't talk no more. I tried to buy him just so they'd stop hurting him, but they didn't want any of it.
Do you know how he got away from the NCR?
Turns out some of them night kids, whatever you call those sneaky super mutant types, got in and busted him out. I guess somebody named Tabitha led the bunch that freed him. Don't know much more than that.
Interesting, Tabitha. How'd he end up here on the West Side?
He just showed up here one day. Couldn't really talk, but he remembered me all right. Ever since then, he's just been, well, hanging around, I guess. Does odd jobs for folks and smashes the bad guys when they come poking around.
People aren't afraid of him?
Some folks steer clear of him for sure, but you don't seem to mind.
Gotcha. And let's see what you got for
all
sale.
Right, then. Hopefully I've got something to wet your whistle.
And he has caravan cards, so you know we're buying. You know we're buying. And a unique Nuka-Cola. I feel like we haven't played a Caravan in forever. Actually, that's not true. We played in Honest Hearts. And yeah, that's pretty much all the West Side dialogue. You can, except for the ones that I explicitly stated we'll cut back for. And they got their little gardens that will soon dry up, fall into disrepair. And you can stake out the South Cistern as well if you're a sneaky guy. Well, let's go turn in these quests. Let's go. Running low on everything. I always feel so guilty about managing my inventory.
Have you found out what happened to those missing refugees?
Yeah, St. James and Dermot were behind it. They're dead now.
How do you know? Did you find proof?
I found this evidence in their rooms. They attacked when I confronted them.
Oh, sick bastards. Can't say I'll shed any tears for them. Here, you've earned this.
And there's the coyotes, and here's the whitewash. And actually, this episode won't be too bad in terms of time. By the way, this quest gives you legacy points for Arcade's quest. You need 5. You need 5, and you need to progress in the main story. It's not like Boone or Veronica where they just give you the quest. You need to have main story progression to get it. And speaking of Arcade legacy points, you can also stroke his ego a bit. Around Hildern.
Yes? Something.
Hildern is a good example of big picture obsession gone too far. At some point, he became so fixated on large-scale results that he lost the concept of the common good along the way. It's an inhumane kind of public service when people and the basic resources they need become numbers in a ledger.
And you gotta say, good thing there are still people like you around.
Kind of you to say, but there are better people than me around here. I just hope the followers can make a difference in the long run.
Yeah, you gotta stroke Arcade's ego. He does say when you meet him, flattery will get you everywhere. If you have the confirmed bachelor perk.
You got something to say,
That's not...
or do you always look like that?
You're making fun of me. You're not typing on the computer, and the computer you're not typing on is busted.
You're back.
I have an update on Corporal White.
Don't tell me. He married the hooker.
He was killed by a man named Anderson he caught stealing water from the NCR.
Anderson. I've heard of him, if it's the same guy. Water nerd from the Followers of the Apocalypse. Used to handle some of the operations for OSI. I don't know what to think about the Followers. The things they do. Hard to say if they're helping or hurting sometimes, especially in Freeside. I'll have to send some people out there to make sure we don't lose any more water. That stuff's like gold out here. But you, I owe you for this. You saved me a lot of work. And I'm sure Corporal White's family will be grateful to at least get some closure. The MPs keep a bunch of junk around that's confiscated off of people who decide to screw with us. I haven't really sorted through it, but go ahead and see if there's anything you can use in there. We keep it in a trunk across the hall, by the prison cells. You got something?
There you go. And there's the whitewash. And, I mean, it is a tough one, because Whiteside needs the co-op. But at the same time, murder is very wrong. And stealing the water is very wrong. It's not their water. And here's the confiscated goods trunk. Gives you a bunch of good stuff. Magazines, you know, stuff that would be contraband. But there you go. That's all for this episode of The Perfect Playthrough. give your thoughts on the whitewash quest in the comments if you'd like. And next time on the Perfect Playthrough, we're finally going to head down towards the fort. We're going to start off around here, explore this whole southwest area, and then head into the fort maybe. We'll see how we're doing on time. I kind of want to have a dedicated fort episode. But I'll see you all next time. So long.